Hello everyone, and welcome to the third round recap from Anaheim 2 of the 2013 MotoOption Supercross Series presented by Fly Racing. Some storylines coming into this action was the three riders did not line up for the 250 main event as they were absent from the server, so unfortunately they were not able to race. And in the 450 class, Tyson Frisquez had to come out of the LCQ, so the action was already getting pretty wild. Heading into the night, let's see what happened in the 250 main. The 250 main got underway from Anaheim, and it was a good jump out of the middle of the gate from O'Neill Racing's Devin Davis as the number 40 ride grabbed the whole shot ahead of the rest of the pack. And he led away from Jeremy Smith, Jeremy Hinners, Callie Midbag, and Dennis Fjellberg early on, but he tipped over very early too. So points later, Jeremy Smith assumed the lead after that on his MotoOption EVS ride. Meanwhile, Callie Midbeck and Dennis Fjellberg, number 269 and number 18 respectively, were going at it for second place for a while. Midbeck on Spastic Racing and Fjellberg on MotoOption EVS, last week's winner from Phoenix. Going at it for second, Midbeck eventually slid out, which allowed Fjellberg to get by, and Jeremy Hinners of motorsport.com was right in the mix too. So good battle was going on there for second place in the middle part of this main event. And Fjellberg jumped off the track, which handed Midbeck the second place position back, and then Fjellberg and Hinners began going at it for second as they go side by side over the triple. Fjellberg trying to scrub it down and make the pass. He cuts down here before the wall, and they just touch and collide and go down together, which allowed Justin Knapp, Lalong, and Devin Davis to get by. So Knapp, number 321, moved up into the third place position at this point, but he didn't hold it for very long. With only a few laps to go, he goes down in the sand, which allows the number 95 EMC ride of Kevin Lalong to get by. But Jeremy Smith just dominated this whole main event after taking the lead, and MotoOption EVS's Jeremy Smith wins at Anaheim 2. And maintains its points lead, but here's the results from Anaheim 2. It's Smith ahead of Midbeck, Lalong, Davis, Hinners, Knapp, Fjellberg, Richards, Berry, and Tyson in the top 10. And then a look at the 250 West standings after 3 rounds. It's Smith ahead of Tyson, Botten, Knapp, and Fjellberg in the top 5. That's it for the 250 class at Anaheim. Let's see what happened in the 450 main. The third 450 main of the 2013 season got underway, and it was the number 55 Barry Motorsports Fly Racing ride of Daniel Markham sneaking up the inside to grab the whole shot, but he had his teammate Taylor Berry, number 34, hot on his tail, and Berry got to the inside in the second corner to make the pass for the lead. So it was a Barry Motorsports 1-2 coming across the line on the first lap, but their teammate Tyson Frisquez, defending champion, was in 20th after crashing in turn 2. So it was going to be some fun times to see him ride through the pack. Markham retakes the lead after Berry goes down, and Dupuis gets around Berry for second right after that. So Markham ahead of Dupuis in the early stages, and Frisquez had already worked his way up into the top 10 at the early stages of this race. Dupuis blows second place and allows Robert Nash and his teammate Mike Owen to get by on those Race Tech System decal rides. Meanwhile, Austin Jones of IntrinsicGraphicsStart.com, second in the points coming in, was up in the front early as well. Taylor Berry was in third until Robert Nash goes down right there, and you see Taylor Berry gets back by for second place. And then things started getting real crazy about halfway through the main. You see Owen coming at you, and then Jones backflips the triple in front of Frisquez and Gorley as Frisquez had now worked his way up to be with these lead group riders, as he was in 6th at this point, and we were not even halfway done with the main. So 20th all the way up to 6th in the matter of about 9 laps for the defending champion as he was on the move. Here's Nash coming at you in 3rd, and he clips Dupuis. Dupuis goes down, so then that allows Jones and Frisquez both to get by. So Nash, Jones, and Frisquez here is the battle for the 3rd place position in this one. And then Jones, you see here, messes up and can't get to the inside, so that allows Frisquez to get by into the 4th place position. And then Nash jumps off the track, so Frisquez up to 3rd, and it's a Berry 1-2-3 halfway through this main as Markham leads over Taylor Berry, who you see here, and Frisquez is in third, about 20 seconds back of Markham at this point. Barry looked pretty good in second until he started making some mistakes of his own as he goes down here. Cody Dar escapes pretty luckily there. And Barry finally gives up second place to his teammate Tyson Frisquez on the 13th lap of the race. So Markham 20 seconds in the lead on the 13th lap of the race, and you see here him going off the triple, and Frisquez on the other side of the track just after the finish line. Had 20 seconds to make up, but then Markham started making tons of mistakes going off the track here in the whoops, as you see. Lucky not to go down, but loses a ton of time. And Frisquez starts closing the gap. So on the last lap, Frisquez within 5 seconds of Markham at the front of the field. Trying to come from dead last to win this main event. And you see on board here with Tyson Frisquez on the final lap. Just absolutely flying the whole time. Going over the first triple here, he's right behind the lap rider of Austin Gorley, who he's battling with earlier in the main. He triples into this rhythm, and quads, which he was doing the whole time from the inside, was just on rails, and you can see Markham just ahead of him. Tyson was closing the gap, and they're coming up here on the lap rider of Brian Haskell, and they come into the corner, and you see Markham right there. Tyson got pretty close at the end, but you see him trying to avoid. Haskell slides out, and that's all she wrote for Daniel Markham to win his very first Race Factor Gaming 450 main event, but only by a slim margin over his teammate Tyson Frisquez in the end. So Frisquez beaten for the first time this year by his teammate Markham. Pretty exciting race from Anaheim too. Here's a look at the results. Markham ahead of Frisquez, Jones, Owen, Dupuis, Vanderlee, Nash, Crane, Barry, and Zworski in the top 10. Just an absolutely stacked main event. And here's a look at the standings after 3 rounds. Frisquez over Jones, Dupuis, Markham, and Nash in the top 5. So that'll do it here from Anaheim 2. Be sure to check the live stream next week on Tuesday for Oakland Supercross. So we hope to see you guys then. Thanks for watching this recap video, and we'll see you guys next week.